First, though, our political editor, Andrew Clennell. And Andrew, budget delivered last week, but for both sides of politics, it remains the focus as we start this new week.
Yes, Kieran. Last week, Treasurer Jim Chalmers was all about protecting the vulnerable and guarding against downward envy, as he put it, while showing spending restraint in his budget. After a Newspoll showing the government's standing has actually slid slightly since his budget, the sell job is now all about Middle Australia.
The budget is all about cost of living relief in Middle Australia. Support Middle Australia. Support for Middle Australia was absolutely central to support people in Middle Australia. Substantial help for Middle Australia.
It was aimed squarely at Middle Australia. Nothing says Middle Australia like making it cheaper to see a doctor. Middle Australia, Middle Australia, Middle Australia, Middle Australia.
Got that? I also reported on the weekend that Labor focus groups conducted post-budget were less than flattering about what the budget did for Middle Australia. Jim Chalmers' media appearance this morning was in the marginal seat of Bennelong, which is very middle class. But one of Mr Chalmers' other first commitments in the Budget Roadshow today was at an Australian Council of Social Service event, with ACOS no doubt fans of the Treasurer's lift in welfare payments. The Newspoll showed this morning a slight dip for the government and two-party preferred standing, a 1% lift in the coalition primary, and that people were not that happy with the budget. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese seemed unconcerned by this on Adelaide Radio this morning.
If you have a look at the full table there of the way that budgets have been received over more than a decade, it's higher than it was last October, and it gets the same rating as the last budget of the Morrison government, where you had billions and billions of dollars splashed, of course, in order to try to secure political support prior to the election. So, look, we think it will stand the test of time.
You had a good look at the poll, that's for sure. A little later in the program, Kieran raises this issue with Queensland Cabinet Minister Murray Watt.
Newspoll out today. No budget bounce for the government. In fact, down a little. Is that a bit of a concern?
No, I'm not particularly concerned about that, Kieran. I mean, I think, it always takes time for us to get out there and inform people what's in the budget. There's a whole lot in that budget that will really assist Middle Australia.